that's a triple play. New episodes, I couldn't wait. Yeah. Open your mind at the first gate. Press play, no need to debate. AOA, check me out. Look, clocked in, you can catch the hype. Golden Dawn, how we follow the light. Anime like life, married to it, my wife.
Oh, okay. Oh boy, back with the weird god guy. He's like, yeah, but that wouldn't be nearly as fun. This guy's face is just... It's like, where is everybody? Where they at? God, man. Um... I don't know, man. I mean, yeah. This guy is just... Oh, wow. Oh, shit. Oh, damn. Wow, that one was hella specific. Like, that hint. Oh, right, because his other hints didn't have like any visuals with them. It was just like, oh, like maybe you do this and go by here today. But now I guess that he has the eye, it's like responding to like his, when the god gives him like predictions or whatever, or like, advice about the future. Very interesting. Oh, damn. That looks pretty good. She's like, is it good? What you think? It did look pretty tasty, not gonna lie. Oh, I always love these, like, uh, plots of land with, like, the little ponds. Mushoku Tensei! Let's do it. Alright, so what's the deal? What's the rundown? We got our third hint. This really does feel like a video game sometimes, where it's like, alright, start the next chapter of the story, then the next quest. Yeah, so why wouldn't you have heard anything? There's be like Loki jealous of his sisters. It's like, one, what? But two, like, don't worry about it. Yeah, that's fair. It's probably not super easy to explain. Hey, I talked to a god last night. Or the man god, as Rudeus calls him. Oh, who's that? I don't know why I find man god so funny. Is she following her? Oh, shit. Oh, no, and then that's how the soldiers come in. Oh, damn. Oh, wait. Is there like a they know about him, or I'm assuming whoever. Woo! Damn. Oh yeah, she got those gray rat eyes. Ooh. Oh. Wow. Well, yeah, but she doesn't know that. As far as she knows. Oh my god, if it was motherfucking underwear. Yep. Uh. Yeah, bro. She out here breaking out the Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney on this dude. Well, you're not wrong. Like that's definitely part of who your brother is. But damn. Okay. Yeah, I guess that's what we're gonna do. They're like, so we're not gonna whoop a bunch of people's butts right now? Okay, whatever, Rudeus. Oh, damn. I guess we just type for space out here. Well, that's a pretty big bed. Ooh, those sound like guards. Hold up. Who that? Ah, jeez. Ginger York. He said, don't worry. If it gets crazy, I'm going to book it. She's like, I'm not calling you Kennel Master, so get over it. Oh, man. Eris is just... She's such a classic tsundere, but a tsundere nonetheless. Oh, that's why the guards knew. I always love that, like, these bags just be hilariously larger than it looks like he can hold. But whatever, what do I know? Okay with this music, though. Mm, this feels like the umpteenthness of a trick, though. Wait, yeah, because wait, Roxy wasn't even here. A walking barrel. Yeah, this had trap written all over it. Well, them's the breaks. Oh, this is like that thing that that he had with the when he saved that dog, right? Ugh. I already know everything I need to know about this dude. Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. Isn't this motherfucker like 13? Rudeus is like, yeah, I don't really care what your plan is because I'm probably going to find some way to stop it. Okay, so this guy got this plan, but he's got like no brains. Dude, these kind of medieval settings never made sense to me where it's like this little kid, just because he's like the heir to this family, it's like, yeah, he can just, like, whatever he says goes. We'll let this child run shit. Ooh, that's it. That was a pretty good episode. Pretty, getting, it seems like we're hopefully anyway, starting to get back into, you know, the swing of things, so to speak, where different, characters are finally going to be meeting up again, it seems. I don't really know what the story is with this heir kid. Like, I remember him, he was the one that was always like super aggressively hitting on Roxy, and she would like light him on fire, and that didn't, well, apparently it got through his head that she didn't want to normally date him, or marry him. So of course, like most medieval heirs, to kingdoms think, they're like, oh, I'll just kidnap them and make them my wife. Or not even less than that in this case. So that's whatever. I'm kind of already over him. I hope I don't have to put up with too much more of him, but only time will tell. And I guess I'm also like not really concerned about it because Rudeus doesn't seem super concerned about it. I don't know if it's because he hasn't really caught on the gravity of the situation, or if it's just because there is no gravity to the situation. Like, because this guy also doesn't strike me as super smart. So I don't know. But it is interesting that this is where the two maids were, and that they were separate from Rudeus's mom, which I'm guessing means that after the after the Mana incident, the Mana accident, the mom got separated, I guess, from the two maids, and the maid daughter, she's a Spitfire. I mean, she's absolutely, she's got that like, sleuthing detective mind on her, where she's just like already figured out everything that she needs to know, or that she thinks she needs to know about Rudeus. I mean, again, she's not wrong. Like, part of Rudeus is definitely that he is a pervert, but that is just part of him and not all of him. Which was interesting because that was brought up in a nice contrast when he was having the conversation with the man god, where he's like, oh, every time I hate it when you bring me here, because every time you bring me here, you remind me of who I used to be. And what he means is on a physical appearance, right? Because in his old life, his first life, the way that he looked, in a certain way of speaking, represented how he felt about himself, right? It was sort of that like outward looking inward appearance thing, where it's like he, in his past life, he was like a shut-in, neat, loner, and that's what he looked like on the outside. Especially at least compared to, how he looks now in this world, it's like night and day, right? I mean, not to mention the age gap, but So now that he's been in this world for long enough, he kind of like, you know, he's gotten used to being Rudeus. He's gotten used to being in that body and that seeing himself in that image. That's sort of just how he sees himself. So it's, you know, when he gets brought back to the man god's little, like, you know, white world or whatever you want to call it, he's like, oh fuck, you know, it's kind of like, you know, in a weird, crude way, if you're playing a video game, an RPG or something, and you're like heavy role playing, and you really just get into your character or whatever, and you've got this whole, you know, you've got like every, you know, T crossed and I dotted in terms of like what they look like, why they look like that, where they come from, all that stuff, and you just, you know, you get in the zone, and then you kind of like, you end it or have to pause or whatever, and you come back and you're like, oh yeah, that's right, I'm actually like this dude, like I'm you know, that guy is just a character in a sense. And it's also interesting that, you know, from his perspective, he's like, no, but I've changed now, I'm different now, which obviously still, at least in my mind, still hints that he has more progress to go, right? He does, you know, I think part of this journey is not only using the Rudeus, you know, life as a way to better himself mentally, but also to get past the hangups of the fact that being in his old life innately isn't what made it suck, right? There were a lot of circumstances, you know, sure, that were outside of his control that made it hard, but it was the fact that he at one point ended up just kind of giving up on said life. Because, you know, life can be hard, but, you know, one of my favorite sayings, I don't know where it first came from or who necessarily to quote, but, you know, nothing worth having is obtained easily. You know, it's just like, you know, life is going to be hard for everybody in every, you know, everyone in some way, shape, or form. But just because it's innately difficult, just because there are things that make your life worse than it probably could be, isn't enough of a reason to just quit and give up. Or rather, if you do, you have to accept the fact that now anything that happens after that, the reasons that your life stays in that position or gets even worse is because you're no longer trying. Right? Because you can't fault somebody for, you know, having shitty circumstances, but they're putting in their best effort, you know, always 110%. They're trying to make the best of a bad situation. But if somebody's in that circumstance and they're just, you know, giving themselves up to it, it's like, well, you know, it's not going to change by you just sitting there. You know what I mean? So, all right, I'm going to stop my ranting there. I'll spare you guys anymore. But yeah, this was a pretty cool episode. And as usual, Mushoku Tensei always hitting with those deep, you know, undertones of like real life, you know, parallels and stuff, which is cool, which is part of what I love about the show. Yeah, I can't wait to see how this whole, you know, kidnapping scenario gets resolved. Thank you guys very much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please don't forget to like and comment down below with your favorite part about this episode or just Mushoku Tensei in general. Love talking to you guys and hearing all the insights, especially all the light novel, and obviously not spoiler stuff, but just all the stuff that like that's in the chapters that coincide with these episodes that they leave out, because sometimes it's like super contextual and actually like really helpful, because obviously I'm just an anime only, I haven't read the light novel. So that's really cool. And don't forget also to subscribe, because we are watching tons more anime. I mean, just in these next, what, 2-3 months alone, we have, in addition to Hunter x Hunter, which is a solo endeavor that I'm covering, it's a show I've never watched, we have One Piece currently going on right now. We are literally, as I'm recording, on our last week of Haikyuu season 4. We're just about to get to the end of that, so that's very bittersweet, because there's been no talk of when that's going to continue, and I need some more of that in my life. But we have JoJo season 6. It's going to be starting pretty soon. We're definitely going to be covering that on this channel. We have Demon Slayer season 2, or like the actual season 2, because they're like technically they're calling the redo of the Mugen Train arc like season 2. I don't know. Anyway, but the entertainment arc, the actual season 2, that we're going to be covering that on the channel. And then of course Attack on Titan is coming back for its last part of its final season. So all things anime, all the big names, we're covering it all here, or we're going to try as much as we can. And we'll, of course, we're going to be sprinkling in some seasonal shows, you know, that are highly requested. So definitely let us know what you want us to watch, and definitely subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss it. And lastly, but certainly not least, check out our Patreon. You can check out our $10 tier specifically because it gives you early and unfiltered access to our reactions. So if you're tired of watching these reactions with the no sound, the filters and doing all the crazy, wonky editing that we have to do to it to make sure YouTube doesn't snipe our channel out of existence, definitely consider checking it out, because not only is it a great way to watch the reactions, you get it in its most, the intended form, the way it's meant to be watched, but also it throws us a little bit of support, which goes a very, very long way. We have quite a few patrons over on our Patreon right now, and they honestly mean the world to us. We would not be able to do what we're doing, literally, at the pace that we're doing it, without them. So, shout out to all of those people, and definitely consider becoming one yourself. All right, guys, that's it. That's going to do it for me. Until the next episode. Peace out.
Ninjas are samurais, blazing the kunais. Find me in the leaf of the cloud, screaming out Bankai. We just some ghouls though, who like seeing parts fly. They like what you saying, Goma got more through the storylines. I tested your neck from the start. My hunters gon' come for your heart. I promise you'll land in my boulevard. Left them in one piece, no